Good afternoon and good evening. Here today for another recipe. Thank you very much for following. We are here for the live cooking session for fomonomore. Today I want to make two dishes. So both are similar. One is total veg and one is non-veg. For the total veg, we made the eggless dough. Since by the previous days we have seen the dough, the egg, the eggless, and we have seen the fettuccine. Today we do the fettuccine, and we do two types of fettuccine. So I was thinking to use the asparagus, but the season is getting over, and fortunately, Ivo, the beautiful assistant of yesterday, lived in a land, and this early morning went to the land to get a bit of white asparagus. See, white asparagus, beautiful, crunchy, but tender. Not very much, but this is because the season is over. So we do the fettuccine with asparagus, fresh tomato, Fettuccine Guanciale, and pecorino. And for the vegetarian, we do the Eggless Fettuccine with asparagus, fresh tomato, and pecorino. So we don't put guanciale. Let's go start. I add also, like every day, the beautiful container. But today is one more guest. First, Ivo will be behind the camera because today there are all two, and obviously Ivo has to be behind the camera on the back, and Enrica, which is back with us, will be near me making the fettuccine together. Okay? But today we have a special guest because I just received my beautiful Wilson, and he will be with us to get to stay in company together. As usual, we have all the Mediterranean flavor as a base of the Italian cuisine. We have the garlic, we have the extra virgin olive oil, we have the black pepper, which I put behind Wilson because Wilson is a kind of protagonist today, and the white wine. We start with the guanciale. This is the guanciale. Cheek of the pot. Killed, salt and pepper, and seasoned for a few months, and we got like this, and now we're gonna use. So first, we decide to use one part. We're not gonna cut all. I only take this. We're gonna remove all the outside part, the pepper. We're gonna put only all fresh ingredients. This go out and away. After this, we slice it this way. The guanciale is very typical ingredient on our cuisine, and like we already know, is a very beautiful and natural combination of fat and meat. We got little thing compared to the first day when we made the carbonara. Oh, you remember? If you don't remember, go on fomonomore profile and check the recipe. We haven't made the carbonara on fomonomore, so we will make the carbonara maybe on 15. Okay? So let's follow us on 15 for the carbonara. I don't remember if we made already the carbonara. I need to check. But the guanciale by the time is ready. Small plate, the guanciale on it. And we keep on the side. Now we need the mesh container because we're gonna use this for the tomato. So this kind of tomato, which is not cherry tomato, this is the datterini, like a dates, the shape. This has a very particular sweetness, which is perfect to get a balance with asparagus that are a little bit bitter, even more than usual because of wild asparagus. So we put the asparagus into it. We put the tomato into it. Ivo is checking every on my mistake. One of these days, on the next day, maybe Ivo won't be anymore in this kitchen. You remember the soup of yesterday? So we are ready with the tomato. We're gonna wash the tomato, and just in 1 second, I'm gonna also wash my hand since I touched the tomato before to be washed. Okay? All right. So tomatoes are ready and guanciale ready too. So now we need to do the asparagus. How we do the asparagus? To do the asparagus, we need to break by hand because the bottom part is very woody. So we take the tips this way until the asparagus come easily. When you go at the end and the asparagus become woody, that's why you don't have to do with the knife, but you have to use your hand. Because, see, this is still fine, but this is becoming woody. So we don't use. And the difference between the knife is that with a knife you can realize when it's also no light, and you don't realize when it's moist and when it's hard. So we do the asparagus. By the time Ivo do the asparagus, we go forward with the tomato because he already washed the tomato. So now we are ready to cut the tomato, and we don't change the shape of the tomato. We just cut it to four, like this with a red knife, because this is everything contains acidity, need to be cut with this kind of knife. This kind. And we cut the tomato. We're gonna use around 10 tomato, 10 to 13 tomato in a dish, so we need 26. We make a mise en place for all, and then when we are ready, we cook both. This is fair enough for a recipe, more than enough. Got just a little bit more for the other one. How are you, my friend? Today is very hot. The weather here in Rome is very hot, and but we have a lot of wind, and my hair are getting worse. I really hope the barber shop start to reopen because everything is getting out of control. But still, it's okay. We are always here in the kitchen of my trattoria in Roma, and the Trattoria Possibile, and hopefully soon we're gonna make a live from the Tordomatto Restaurant in the other part of Rome, and the kitchen is also a little bit different. So we are now ready with the tomato too. Tomato ready, guanciale ready, pecorino ready, asparagus rosso ready, some piante garlic, glue, and we have used yesterday too, and we make the fettuccine. We make the fettuccine. We are ready to make the fettuccine. Enrica and me in the between, we make the fettuccine 30 seconds. Okay? So we make the fettuccine. Now you also know you can make at home and send it to me, and we make the dish, because now everybody knows how to make with the egg, eggless, and different shape, cut by egg, cut by that. Any way, any style, any kind of use. Take a piece of pasta and we start to make the sheet ready to be cut with a knife. We cut on chopping board or a chopping board. We cut the fettuccine with a knife, more rustic, like the more wild, like the tomato, and like the asparagus too. Okay? So after this, I want to. Since yesterday we also had we had fun with some extra. I'm thinking what we can do today. I asked him today, any idea? This is the nice part of the life, because we haven't planned and people doesn't know. I also don't know. Che ne pensi? Facciamo pomodoro fresco? Facciamo l'aglio?
All'aglio.
By the time we make a aglio like my way. Passiamo già. Carotella di iniziamo, un po' di aglio, un peperoncino, una padella e sì. We make an aglio. Wanna make an aglio in the between? Wanna make now or we make later? We make later. By the time people get all the misa, all the ingredients, and later we also make a nice aglio and peperoncino, which is one of the most appreciated dish in India. We are almost ready with the fettuccine. Remember, this is the sheet. little bit of semolino flour. And we roll it like you all know. The knife can make the fettuccine alone, without me. We start with all the good looking shape and we cut by hand. Very rustic vibe and really good. The fettuccine. Fettuccine. So we are ready with the second. So when you cut, you don't need to see all. More fast you do, and much better it is, because it's all about the finger. It's not about the knife, it's the finger who keep the measure. Let's go. Fettuccine. By the time we are also doing the eggless dough, we leave everything ready to cut, and slowly we start one sauce. One sauce we do with which one is watching from this side, but from tomorrow we'll be behind to see you. Somebody saying some bad word?
No.
Yesterday was a comment about my hair. Don't make fun of me, please. Se vicino di oil. Che dicono io?
Salvatore De Lapa ti saluta.
Ciao Salvatore! Ciao Bruzzo! Bello papà, come state? Saluto a tutti in tutta la Calabria, saluto tutta la Calabria, caso Prossata Anduia, che ci facciamo la fettuccina, garlic, oil, guanciale, garlic, oil, guanciale, little crunchy, but not very much like we did a few days back. I don't remember for what we did. Do you remember? If you remember, please write it down. And we roast a little bit. Tipo, vite sì, la porzione di cucina. Sì, il guanciale is getting ready. Fresh tomato. We let it cook. We add the asparagus, pinch of salt, fresh black pepper. Very sorry for the mistake, but that's the good of the life, because nothing is ready, nothing is prepared before. So we just toast a bit, 30 more seconds, and the sauce is ready. We add the portion of the fettuccine, we put the fettuccine into the water, switch off the sauce, and by the time the fettuccine get ready, she will take 1 minute and a half, maximum 2 minutes. We're gonna cut the eggless dough. Same way, eggless. Roll, roll. Sides. The fettuccine are ready in the water, and now after this we are ready to put in the pan. Fettuccine eggless. We're back on the pan. Put the fettuccine on it. Move everything. Clean section, always clean. And we switch on the fire. And now all the sauce goes into the fettuccine, all the aroma of the sauce goes into the dough of the fettuccine. The fettuccine still will take it out al dente because we complete and we finish to cook in the pan with the liquid and all the flavor of the sauce. It will give us lots of flavor on the pasta too. And the tomato, just toasting this side in this way, leave the flavor but still remain lots of fresh. Keep the freshness. Pasta is almost done. Just add a pinch of water. And we're gonna complete with fresh black pepper. We're gonna complete with black fresh pepper. We finish with the fresh and raw extra virgin olive oil. And after this, we are ready with the eggless dough. Up on the fire, switch off the fire, and we add a little bit of pecorino. Fettuccine, asparagus, guanciale, fresh tomato, and pecorino. We roll. Fettuccine Guanciale, white asparagus, tomato, and pecorino. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go forward. Fresh oil, oil, garlic. We are ready with a portion of eggless fettuccine. Eggless fettuccine. We go. With the. Che succede? It was my.
Ha un aspetto molto gustoso, sembra molto buono.
We go with the tomato. Let's tomato. Just let it go a little bit. This is completely vegetarian. Next tomato. White asparagus. Pinch of salt. Pepper. Fettuccine to the water. Let it go. This kind of pasta cook in a very short time. Fettuccine eggless. Oil, fresh pepper, out of the fire, fire is off, we put pecorino on it, favoretto, and we emulsify the pasta. Fettuccine. Fettuccine eggless with asparagus, white asparagus, tomato, and pecorino. Do we have the time to do the aglio? Do we have the time to do the aglio, Supriya? Do we make a surprise for all? Is that the time? Quando si risponde? Se no? Do we have the time to make the aglio?
Yes, la risposta no.
Asparagi crudi, gli asparagi crudi, rosso, tutto coso te vengo da vincere. Gli asparagi crudi, padella e spaghetti. Aglio come un'infusione, un tè. I'm sorry, like an infusion. We make a tea with garlic and chili. Panini. And spaghetti. He was getting ready with a nice julienne of parsley. We have the pasta about 85 degrees. We put the spaghetti on it. the size of the pan has to be like the size of the pasta. So usually, you know, the pasta has to go in a lots of water. We put the pasta in a very few quantity of water, and since we are not still there yet because it's a lot, we remove the water. Which is not more a water, it's a kind of tea, the infusion. And we let the pasta cook. By the time I'm gonna have my lunch later, and I show you one mozzarella in carrozza, another kind of street food, very typical and traditional from Rome. Now Ivo is gonna cook a mozzarella in carrozza, and I show you the mozzarella in carrozza. That will be my lunch for later. A little bit hungry. By the time, I would like you to try the pasta, Ivo and Enrica. Huh? What do you think? So you put the mozzarella in, and then come and show our friends your face about the fettuccine. You are free, you can do any kind of face. I'm thinking if eat in the same plate or not, because you know, this. Let's try. So the pasta is slowly cooking, and this way all the amine goes out, and there's no salt in the water because we only use very fresh and raw ingredients. So the oil doesn't go into the pan, so the oil won't be fried. Don't change the flavor, do not change the characteristic. Nothing changing the oil. We put salt, sea salt at the end, and
alla gente piacciono le sorprese, sei pieno di sorprese stanno facendo.
Need to be fun, no? Need to have fun, need to be on, and Wilson also have to try, no? Potete assaggiare le... Sì, io le devo assaggiare le facce. Vai. So, by the time the pasta is going to cook, the guys start to eat. Now Ivo is smiling, I don't know why. I don't know why Ivo is smiling. Ivo is smiling. There's nothing to smile in his life, but he's still smiling. They think it's very good, but they can't say different. There's no option. How can they say it's not good? It's not good. No? So by the time it's very easy to lose the job. If they say also just one is here and say the pasta is not good, and you're there alone in the kitchen. So the pasta in this way takes a few more minutes to cook, and we slowly go. The mozzarella in carrozza is getting ready. He was said 99% of the dishes because he went in the land to catch the white asparagus. See, the water become a little bit starchy, no? And the pasta go. The garlic is coming, the garlic flavor is coming. The chili, you can feel the chili, you can feel the spicy, you can feel the garlic, you can feel the flavor of the meat of the pasta fettuccine, which is the bread we use. I'm in love with two bread. One is pasta fettuccine and one is peperoncino. In the between, they cook alone. I don't do nothing. I'm just doing it. Just doing it.
Fomonomore dice che le egg fettuccine sono con asparagi e agnello.
With guanciale, not lamb. Not lamb. The fettuccine doesn't have lamb. It has guanciale, pork, guanciale, white asparagus, fresh tomato, and pecorino cheese. And vegetarian doesn't have the guanciale and doesn't have the egg into the dough. The amount of the pasta, the amount of the water you put in pan needs to be considered to be over when the pasta is ready. When the pasta is ready. And the pasta will be ready in 2 or 3 minutes. At this moment we have the salt. Salt. Just a pinch more. And we go. Nice, tasty, juicy, al dente, romana e italiana. Just a pinch of water to complete the emulsification. And at this point, we are ready to put the extra virgin olive oil. I don't know how and for what. You put the oil.
The people say you are the most stylish chef in Italy.
Put the oil. And we start to emulsify. This is the noise you have to fill. Little bit more oil. Little bit of water. And we have our spaghetti, olio, and peperoncino. We don't need a plate, we only need the fork because for this occasion, I just spread a bit like this, and please guys, you can add in the pan. Due forchetti di mangiare la padella. But I want to make a dish.
No, mangio la padella.
The essence is obviously to take it easy. No? We need to enjoy, relax, and have fun while we are working. So that's the mission. The most important part is that if you don't have fun, the food is not that good. peperoncino. And last, and for this time also least, like I promise you, we have the mozzarella carrozza. This is one of the must to have, must to try into this trattoria possibile. This is the original shape. It's a kind of a tramezzino, and it's stuffed with, this is bread. We stuff with anchovies and mozzarella, like traditional one. We put in the English crumbing, so we put in the flour, then into the eggs, and then into the breadcrumb. We fry, and then when you open like this, you have all the mozzarella goes around. And for today, I thanks a lot to you to follow me, and I'm gonna eat this. Thank you very much for stay with us on fomonomore. See you tomorrow at 4:30 with another recipe. I'm thinking which one gonna make. I have this now. Ciao.